No, we still have a lot left. So here, this is tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is Monty, right? 9 minutes.
10 minutes.
That's
9
not
minutes.
bad. I have some 40 minutes.
Very large tree coming up on your right-hand side, known as a baobab tree. Now, this tree helps conserve water by staying leafless 9 months out of the year. Animals will dig into the roots and puncture holes in the bark with their horns to help them drink the water stored inside. Hundreds and hundreds of gallons of water can be stored inside those trunks, and because of this, they're also known as the tree of life. They do help out many animals during the drier months of the year find water when watering holes are not abundant. Now this is one of my favorite views on the entire reserve, and the animals out here will maintain these views. The giraffe will keep the trees trimmed up high, the elephants will knock the old trees down to make room for new ones, and the antelope and other grazing animals will keep the grass nice and short, making it easy for the migratory animals to pass through these areas on their migrations where they travel thousands and thousands of miles sometimes.
Wait till we get over there close to them.
No, Daddy.
Got him.
Mama, make sure I eat it, Mama. I don't want to eat it. Oh, Abby. Huh? Oh. Why did you say me?
And many of the animals out on the grasslands in the savannah work together in order to survive. They actually learn each other's alarm calls. That way if one animal alerts that they sense danger in the area, the others will also understand they're able to escape from that danger and alert their herds as well.
Mama, call Mommy. Call Mommy.
Oh, God needs you to see him.
Father.
Can't do that. You have to sit down on the bench and know that.
Now inside the rock den to your left, there is a spotted hyena kind of sleeping in there. Looks like on its back as well. And many people believe that hyena related to the dog or the cat, and so there are two in there. They're actually their own species called hyenidae. They make 11 different sounds, including a whoop, a growl, and a maniacal giggle. They get real comfortable really quickly. So does my dog with its hands like straight up in the air. It's so funny. Small antelope over here, another one hanging out over here to the right called springbok. The springbok get their name from their ability to spring 6 feet in the air, 13 feet forward. They're also one of the fastest antelope, running 55 to 60 miles an hour, sometimes in zigzag motions to help them evade predators. Coming up ahead, some white bearded wildebeest take their name from the Afrikaans word that means wild beast for the mean and menacing look to their faces. They migrate in large herds. Around 1.5 million of them will migrate together at one time, sometimes traveling 5,000 miles together. And their migrations were observed by the Disney animators. They were able to recreate those migration movements from watching the migration movements. They're also known as a gnu, spelled G-N-U, for the low grunting sound they make. Kind of sounds like they're saying.
Sounds like Daddy.
Few more wildebeest up ahead and some Ankole cattle with the long horns. The Ankole cattle are the only domesticated animal you'll find out here on the reserve. They are seen as a sign of wealth to the Maasai tribe. Wealth you are as a farmer or rancher to the number of cattle in your herd. antelope kind of laying down right up ahead here to our right called Patterson's eland. Now, elands are the largest antelope in Africa. The males will get 6 feet at the shoulder, can weigh 2,000 pounds. Even though they are so large, they're still able to leap 6 to 8 feet in the air from a standing position. Now, the horns on the Ankole cattle can look pretty heavy, but they only weigh about 30 pounds. There's a honeycomb-like structure inside and a series of blood vessels that help them regulate their body temperature. Helps them keep cool in the hot African sun.
Big caddy.
Up ahead, we do have a
Oh, right
Maasai
here.
giraffe. Now, you
Big
can tell Maasai giraffe when they're species of giraffe by the spots on their coat, which are very jagged and irregular shaped. Giraffe have an 18-inch long prehensile tongue. They used to help them pluck leaves from trees where they spend between 16 to 20 hours every day eating. They need very little sleep in their life, only sleeping 30 minutes each day, sometimes just a few minutes at a time. Giraffe will also sleep standing up. For them to lay down for whatever reason makes them too vulnerable to predators. Quite a few more giraffe off here to the left, including some young calves there. Now, baby giraffe are never quite small. They're actually born up to 6 feet tall. The first thing they do experience in their lifetime is a 6-foot drop to the ground, as giraffes will give birth standing up. The babies can stand just a few minutes after they're born, walk and run about an hour after birth. Now, the rocks here tell us we are heading into elephant country. Keep an eye out for some elephants out there. Elephants live in a matriarch society, so does the female that controls the herd. She is the one that tells them where to migrate to find the best watering holes and places to feed. The males will leave the herd around 13 to 14 years of age, which means their childhood, either going off on their own or forming a bachelor unit that may consist of multiple male elephants. The males won't go completely away from the herd. They'll travel a few miles back in order to utilize the knowledge from those matriarchs in order to find food and water. The matriarchs will also help them raise their young. Elephants are pregnant for 22 months, almost 2 years, at birth weighing between 200 to 300 pounds, which to us is quite a large baby. The next to an adult elephant that reaches anywhere between 11 to 13,000 pounds. Those babies are pretty small. Now, it's been kind of quiet on the side of elephant country. We'll just take this bridge deeper in to see if we can find any elephants out there. We're heading deeper into elephant country by the red clay pits on either side of the truck. Elephants will dig their tusks into this clay to eat it. There are a lot of nutrients inside. There are some tusk marks out here to the right and a few footprints off to the left, so we may be getting close to elephants out there. But sadly, it is getting pretty hard to find elephants in their natural habitat. Their numbers are very rapidly declining.